Soy sauce production begins with harvested soybeans grown on large agricultural farms.
After harvesting, the soybean pods are separated from the plant stems. The harvested soybeans are collected and prepared for transport to the brewery. Each sack of soybeans is weighed before leaving the farm. The harvested soybeans arrive at the soy sauce brewery for processing. Air separation removes lightweight debris from the soybeans. The soybeans are thoroughly washed before brewing begins.
The cleaned soybeans are prepared for soaking before cooking.
The cleaned soybeans are soaked in water to prepare them for cooking.
The hydrated soybeans are transported to the cooking system.
Steam cooking softens the soybeans and prepared them for fermentation.
After cooking, the pressure is carefully released from the vessel.
The cooked soybeans are cooled before the next stage of brewing.
Wheat is prepared as the second key ingredient used in traditional soy sauce brewing.
The wheat is roasted to develop the flavor required for soy sauce fermentation. The roasted wheat is released from the drum and prepared for cooling.
The roasted wheat is crushed to prepare it for mixing with cooked soybeans.
The crushed wheat is now ready to combine with cooked soybeans.
Cooked soybeans and roasted wheat are mixed together to form the base for Koji fermentation. Koji mold spores are added to start the fermentation culture.
The mixture is spread into trays, where the Koji mold begins growing.
The Koji mold grows across the mixture during the fermentation stage.
The finished Koji mixture is now ready for the next stage of soy sauce brewing.
The finished Koji mixture is transported to the mash preparation system.
Saltwater brine is prepared to combine with the fermented Koji mixture. The Koji mixture and brine combine to create the fermentation mash called moromi.
The prepared moromi mash is transported to the fermentation barrels.
The moromi mash is placed into large wooden barrels for fermentation. The moromi mash begins its long fermentation inside giant wooden barrels.
The mash is stirred periodically to maintain even fermentation.
Temperature monitoring ensures stable fermentation inside each barrel.
Brewery workers inspect the fermentation process regularly.
Fermentation continues for many months inside these traditional wooden barrels.
The moromi mash is packed into cloth bags for pressing. Pressure extracts the liquid soy sauce from the fermented mash.
The pressing process continues until most of the liquid soy sauce is extracted. The liquid soy sauce moves to filtration while the remaining solids are removed.
Freshly pressed soy sauce enters the purification system for clarification.
Filtration removes remaining solid particles from the soy sauce.
Fine filters remove microscopic particles from the soy sauce.
The filtered soy sauce enters the pasteurization stage, where heat stabilizes the product.
Steam heating raises the temperature of the soy sauce for pasteurization.
Pasteurization stabilizes the flavor and prevents unwanted microbial activity.
The finished soy sauce rests in storage before bottling. The bottles are dried before filling with soy sauce. Automated filling machines dispense the finished soy sauce into bottles.
The bottles are sealed with caps to preserve the soy sauce.
Each bottle is inspected to ensure quality before packaging.
Filled soy sauce bottles move toward the automated packaging system.
Bottles are loaded into cartons for distribution. The cartons are sealed to protect the bottled soy sauce.
The cartons are sealed to protect the bottled soy sauce.
Finished cartons of soy sauce are prepared for shipment from the brewery warehouse.
The shipment of soy sauce is ready to leave the brewery.
Soy sauce from the brewery is distributed to markets around the world.